So now we'll discuss the next chapter from the module 5. So the chapter name is other wireless network. That is the 16th chapter. Okay. So in that we'll discuss the cellular telephony. Okay. So what is the cellular telephony means here? Okay. So in this we'll discuss the how the mobiles are connected. Okay. What are the operation will be we need to perform to communicate to mobiles or to communicate the landline phone to the mobile device. What are the operation we will need to perform to provide the communication between the telephone devices. Okay, so that we'll discuss in the cellular telephony. Okay, so we'll discuss through the diagram. So this is a diagram of the okay. So this is a diagram of the cellular system. Okay, so here what happened, whatever the MS is nothing but here MS is the mobile station, BS is the base station. Okay, and stationary phone PSTN means this is a public switch telephone network, mobile switching center. Okay, and this hexagonal we have to call as it is a cell. Okay, so here in the cellular system what happen, if you want to provide the communication, or the cellular system will provide the communication between the two moving device. Okay, like a mobile devices, because mobile devices are moving devices. Okay, so cellular system will provide the communication between the two moving devices, then we have to call as it is a mobile unit. Okay, so cellular telephony is designed to provide the communication with two moving devices, that we have to call as a mobile station, or between the one mobile unit and the one stationary unit we have to call as a landline or land unit. Okay, so means here cellular telephony means it will provide the communication between the two mobile station, then we have to call as a mobile unit. If the cellular system or the cellular telephony system which is provide the communication between the one stationary system, stationary means landline, and the one moving system means one mobile system, then we have to call as a that is a land unit, mobile unit and the land unit. Mobile unit is nothing but it is provide the communication between the two mobile devices, and land unit is nothing but it provide the communication between the landline telephone and the mobile device. Okay, so here each cellular area we have to divide it into the cell. Okay, so each cellular area we have to divide it into the cell. Okay, so here the cell has contains the antenna. Okay, so the cell has contain the antenna. That has has control by the base station. Okay, so that antenna has been controlled by the base station. Okay, the base station, that is a BS is the base station. The base station the in terms controlled by the mobile switching center. Okay, and this mobile switching center in terms controlled by the telephone office or the public switched telephone network. Okay, so here the mobile switching center will be acts, or it will coordinates the communication between the all the base station and uh, the public switched telephone network. Okay, so it will be acts as an intermediate between the public switched telephone network and the all the base stations. Okay, so this is a what diagrammatic representation of the cellular system. Okay, so here each cellular area or cellular device area we need to divide it into the cells. Okay, we need to divide area into the cells. Okay, each cell has contains the antenna, and antenna has been controlled by the base station. Okay, and base station has been controlled by the mobile switching center, and mobile switching center has been controlled by the telephone office or the public switched telephone network. And this mobile switching center is coordinates the communication between the public switched telephone network and the base station. Okay, so here the stationary Phone, that is stationary phone, is nothing but it is a landline. That landline is directly connected to the telephone office or the public switched telephone network. Okay, by using this public switched telephone network, the landline will connect to the other mobile device or other stationary device. Okay, so here the size of the particular size of the cell has been depend on the population of that particular area. Okay, size of the cell has been depending on the population of that area. Okay, if the more population, if the area has contains the more population, then we have to require the more cell we have to require. Okay, we have to require more cell. Okay, so and the size of we have to require the more cell, and also the size of the each cell will be the less. Okay, so if the population is more, whenever the population is more, we have to require the more cells. Because why we have to require the more cells? To handle the uh, all the population which is present in that particular area, or we have to handle the call from the all the population or all the people which is present in that area. So that's why we have to require the more cells. Okay, and each cell has a smaller coverage area, it is a smaller in size. Okay, so that's why the cell size is mainly depend on the, okay, the cell size is mainly depend on the population of that particular area. Okay, so this is all about the cellular system. Okay, so next we will discuss the different operations of the cellular system. The first is transmitting. Okay, so how the call will be transmitted to the other mobile device. Okay, so first what happen, the a particular person will type the mobile number. Okay, the person will type the mobile number on the mobile screen. Okay, and after that typing the mobile number, the mobile station will send that number to the base station. Okay, through the proper channel. Okay, and the base station in terms send that particular phone number to the mobile switching center. Okay, and mobile switching center send that number to the public switched telephone network. Okay, here public switched telephone network will, if the particular called party is available, then the public switched network will make the connection. Okay, after making the connection, again it will send the result back to the mobile switching center, and mobile switching center will allocate the channel to that particular communication. Okay, it will allocate the specific channel to that particular communication. Okay, so then the connection will be established. So this is what we have to call as a transmitting. So what is the transmitting here? Okay, transmitting is nothing but what happen, first the person will type the number on the mobile screen, then the mobile station or this particular mobile will send that number to the base station through the proper channel. Okay, and base station send that particular number to the mobile switching center, and mobile switching center forward that particular number to the public switched telephone network. Okay, then public switched telephone network will search the called person. If that called party has been available, then it will make the connection. Okay, and then it will send the result back to the mobile switching center, and mobile switching center will allocate the channel for that particular communication. Okay, then the connection will be established. That what we have to call as a transmitting. And next we will discuss the receiving. Okay, so call mobile, so receiving will be happen at the reverse direction. Okay, so here what happen, whenever you call the mobile, okay, then it will send, then the public switch it first here, whenever you call the mobile. Okay, the public switched send public switched telephone network will send that particular number to the mobile switching center. Okay, then the mobile switching center will search the each cell there is a many number of cells are present, so that is divided into the area. Okay, any number of cells are present, so then mobile switching center will search the each cell. That process we have to call as a phasing. Okay, so whenever the mobile switching center find the particular mobile station, okay, then the mobile station will send the ringtone to that particular mobile. Okay, once the mobile will response that particular call, then it will allocate the specific channel for that particular mobile. Okay, so this is what we have to call as a receiving. Okay, receiving means here what happened, so whenever the mobile is called, then public switching network will send that number to the mobile switching center. Okay, and mobile switching center will by using that number it will search the each cell. Okay, each cell, whenever the mobile switching center will find the mobile, or it will find the particular called mobile, okay, then it will send the ringtone to that particular mobile station. Okay, so whenever the mobile station got the ringtone, if it will response back to that particular ringtone, then the mobile switching center will allocate the specific channel to that particular mobile station. Okay, so that what we have to call as a receiving. Okay, and next we will discuss the handoff. Okay, so when the handoff will be occur. Okay, so here, okay, handoff means here, so whenever the first we have to consider there is a more number of cells are present. Okay, this is a one cell. Okay, this is another cell. Okay, so more number of cells are present. Okay, so at the time, during the conversation or during the call, the mobile station will move from one cell to the other cell. Okay, the mobile station will move from one cell to the other cell. Okay, then what happen, the signal will be, the strength of the signal become a weaker. Okay, so for example, okay, for example, so there is a many cells are present. Okay, this is a one mobile station. Okay, the mobile station has already established the connection with this particular base station in the cell. Okay, so at the time of during the call, this mobile station will move to the another cell. Okay, so here what happened, so whenever the mobile station will moving to the another cell, then the strength of this particular signal becomes a weaker. Okay, the strength of the signal becomes a weaker. Okay, so how we need to find the solution for that, so here the mobile switching center will monitor that signal every second. Okay, if it is come to know that the strength of the signal will be decreasing, okay, then it will allocate the new cell for that particular mobile station. Okay, and also assign the new channel to carry the calls. Okay, so that what we have to call as a handoff. Handoff is nothing but what, handoff is nothing but what here, so moving from the mobile station will moving from one cell to the other cell, that what we have to call as a handoff. Okay, so here in this first we will discuss the hard handoff. Okay, hard handoff is nothing but what here, so the mobile station at a time it can communicate with only one base station. Okay, at a time the mobile station will communicate with only one base station. Okay, for example, there is a two cells. Okay, so at the time or during the call, the mobile station is moving to the another cell. Okay, so here it will be there is another base station is there in that particular cell. Each cell has contains a base station. Okay, so before this mobile station will establish the communication with the other base station which is present in the another cell, So it need to terminate the connection with the previous base station. Okay, then only the mobile station will move to the another cell. Okay, so here the mobile station can communicate only one base station at a time. Okay, so here it will be communicating only one base station, so it need to terminate the communication with the other base station, because mobile station can only communicate with the only one base station at a time. Okay, so that what we have to call as a hard handoff. Okay, what is a hard handoff here? Okay, so hard handoff is nothing but, so here in the whenever the during the call the mobile station is moving to the another cell. Okay, so before the mobile station will establish the communication with the base station which is present in the another cell, first it need to terminate the connection that is already present with the previous base station. Okay, it need to terminate the communication or the connection with the previous base station. Okay, because it is a hard handoff, because it can only able to communicate the only one base station at a time. So that's why it need to terminate the communication with the previous base station, then only it able to connect with the another base station which is present in the another cell. That what we have to call as a hard handoff. So whenever we have to, at the time or during the call, okay, because of this hard handoff there is some call will be cut at the middle, because it will terminate the connection with the previous base station. For that purpose the call will be cut at the middle. Okay, that what we have to call as a hard handoff. Okay, and next we will discuss the soft handoff. So it is opposite to the hard handoff. Okay, so here what happened, mobile can be establish the communication with the two base station at a time of the simultaneously. Okay, so here the mobile can establish the connection with the new base station. Okay, so even if the mobile station can preserve the communication with the previous base station also. Okay, so that what we have to call as a soft handoff. Soft handoff is nothing but here what the mobile station can establish the communication with the two base station simultaneously. Okay, so here the mobile station can establish the communication with the new base station. Okay, so even if it can already present at the communication with the previous base station. So here the mobile station, this particular mobile station has established the communication with the two base station simultaneously. So at that time there is no any cut will be happen at the middle of the call because of soft handoff. Okay, so that what we have to call as a soft handoff. Okay, so the first we have discussed the transmitting, how the call will be transmitting, and the receiving, how the call will be received. Handoff, how the mobile can be jumped from the one cell to the other cell. Hard handoff means mobile can be communicate with the only one base station at a time. So soft handoff is nothing but the mobile can be communicated with the two base station simultaneously. And next we will discuss the frequency reuse. Okay, so we'll discuss through the diagram here. Okay, so here what happened, whatever the neighbor cells are there, okay, the neighbor cell should not contain the cannot use the same set of frequency for the communication. Neighbor cells cannot use the same set of frequency. Okay, because each cell, I told that each cellular device area we have to divide it into the separate partition. That partition or the area we have to call as a cells, and each cell has contains a set of frequencies. Okay, so each cell contains a set of frequency. Okay, so here the two cell cannot use the same set of a frequency. Why? Because there should be interference for the user, or there should be some disturbance for the user who has present at the boundary of the cell. Okay, so in the cell what is present, mobile devices are present, users are present. So the user who has present at the boundary of the cell, he can face the some disturbance at the time of calling. Okay, so that's why the two cell cannot use the same set of a frequency. Okay, but because what happened here, there is a limited frequency values are there, so that's why you must need to reuse the frequencies, or we must reuse the set of frequencies because there is the only limited frequency values are there. Okay, so that's why you need to reuse the frequency value. Okay, how we need to reuse the frequency value? By configuring the, how there is a configuration of n cell. Okay, configuration of n cell is nothing but here what we need to make the group of n cell. Okay, configuration of n cell is nothing but we need to make the group of n cell or the cluster of n cell we need to make. You can take this first diagram here. We have made the group of 4 cells here. Okay, group of 4 cell 1 2 3 4, it is a one cell, it is a one group, it is a one group, and this is a one group. Okay, we have made the group of 4 cell here. Okay, and each group or the each cell which is present in the each group, okay, that will contains the unique set of frequencies. Okay, same thing, another group, the cell which are present in that group, that is also contains a unique set of frequency. Okay, so here that what they have told here. Okay? The frequency reuse pattern use the configuration of n cell, n being a reuse factor in which each cell use the unique set of a frequency. Okay, so whatever the group we have made here, we have to make the group of 4 cells. Okay, so that's why we have to call as it is a reuse factor of 4. We have to create the cluster of 4 cell we have created here, a group of 4 cell we have to create it. Okay, and the cell which is our E cell which is present in that group has contains the unique set of frequency. You can take this first group 1 2 3 1 or 2 3, okay, 4 cells. So here E cell in this group has contains the unique set of frequency. This has contains a unique set, this cell contains unique cell, this cell has contains a unique set of a frequency. Okay, so this frequency, okay, so this frequency pattern will be reflected in the each group. Okay, so whatever the frequency values which are using this group, so this second group is also using the same frequency value. Next, in the next group it is also using the same frequency value. But what is the difference is here, so whatever the cell which are present in that group, that has contains a unique set of a frequency value. Okay, so here whatever the cell which have a same number, okay, the cell which has the same number, okay, that has contains the same set of a frequency. Okay, the cell which has the same number which is contains the same set of a frequency. You can take this 4 and this 4, this 4, these are all contains the, because the cell numbers are same, that's why it will contains the same set of a frequency. You can take 2 here also, from you can take cell numbers are same, those cell numbers are contain the same set of a frequency. So those cell we have to call as it is a reuse cells, that we have to call as a reuse cells. Okay, so here what happened in this reuse factor of 4 means here we have to make on the group of 4 cell, or the group of the cluster of 4 cells we have made, so that's why we have to call it as a reuse, that is a reuse factor of 4. Okay, so here the reuse factor of 4, one cell has separates the cell which is using the same set of frequency. Okay, so which cell will use the same set of frequency here? The cell which has the same numbers. Okay, so for example you take 4, this 4 has the same set of frequency values. Okay, this 4 is from the another group, this 4 is from the another group, has contains the same set of frequency. This cell has been separated by the one cell, that is a 2 has separate these 2 cells here. Okay, you can take also 3 from the another, 3 from the another group. These 2 cells has been separated by the one cell, that is a 1. Okay, so means in the reuse factor of 4, the one cell has separates the cell which is using the same frequency values. Okay, you can also take this one here. Okay, the reuse factor of 7. Okay, so in the reuse factor of 7, what happens? So we have made the group of 7 cells here. Okay, 1 2 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the one group, and this is the one group, this is the another group. Okay, so here the cells which are present in the each group contains the unique set of frequencies. Okay, and the cell which have the same number, okay, the cell which has the same number, that has a same set of a frequency value, that is this 7 is also same set of frequency value 7, and these 7 has the same set of a frequency value. Can take 2, these also same set of a frequency values. Okay, and in this we have to use the two cells to separate the cell which are using the same set of frequency values, which will use the same set of frequency value, the cell which has the same number. Okay, so here this we can take this 7 from the one group, 7 from the another group. These are the cells are same number, that is 7, using the same set of frequency values. Okay, those two cells have been separated by the two cell, that is a 6 and 2. Okay, you can take also another as a 3. Okay, 3 from the one group, 3 from the another group. These two cell has been separated by the two cells, that is a 4 and 2. Okay, means in the reuse factor of 7, two cells are separates a cell which is using the same set of frequencies. Okay, so that's why we have to use the reuse factor of a 7. Why we have to use the reuse factor of a 7? Because we have to use the group of 7 cell or the cluster of 7 cells. Okay, so that's why we have to call as a reuse factor of a 7. Here we have to use the group of 4 cell, that's why we have to call as a reuse factor of a 4. Okay, so we have made on the group. Okay. Each group contains a each cell in the group contains a unique set of a frequency, and which are the cell which are same number that has contained the same frequency values, also in the reuse factor of a 7. That what we have to call as a frequency reuse principle. Okay, so this will complete your operations in the cellular telephony. Next we will discuss the 4G, 2G, that we will discuss in the next video lecture. Okay.